What's up out there in YouTube land? Today is Sunday, March 5th, 2023. And it's D-Day, everybody. Today the truth comes out. We get to find out today what Bravo does, or what they've done, and what Andy and the producers over at Bravo, decided to do about this Real Housewives of Potomac shit show. And that's what it has been this season. And it's been this way for a long time. It just got that way because Dumb and Dumber decided to think that they were doing something by going to a paywall to say something that we already knew was the truth. Um, and Robyn has been lying for years, so we already knew this. But anyway, let me get to the point. Let me get right to it. I'm making this video today specifically before the Real Housewives of Potomac comes out, the part 3 that comes out tonight, simply because I have this to say. If Bravo, Andy, the producers, any of those producers over there at Bravo, if they have not gotten rid of and fired Gizelle or Robyn or Ashley, I'm done. If there are no repercussions for those three at all, and those have been the main terrorists on this show, I am fucking done. I'm done. The main reason is the obvious. Let me just say this to Bravo specifically. The reason why Gizelle has moved the way she has moved in this season, if we want to just focus on this season by itself, season 7, baby, Gizelle has been doing this shit for a long time. Almost since the inception of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Gizelle has been lying. It just wasn't this bad to the point where you are actually causing damage and harm. Anytime you say something to the point where it's almost SA, like what happened with Phaedra and why she got her ass fired off the show. Anytime you get to the point where you're doing shit like that, you're moving like that, you don't even need to be on the show. First of all, Bravo, you are the reason for this bullshit. You created a monster. You created several monsters. Now, the ones that we're talking about right now are on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And that is Gizelle, Robyn, and Ashley. All of them mugs. I'm going to try to keep my cussing at a minimum. Because those three really piss me the fuck off. Okay? Gizelle, Robyn, and Ashley. Those three. They have been lying for a very fucking long time. I mean, it's obvious. Let me start with Gizelle. I'm going to go down the line. My issue with Gizelle started, and before that, but I was done with Gizelle after Karen's parents passed away. Her parents were sick. I was done with Gizelle after that season when Karen brought to the forefront on that reunion when she broke down that out of everybody on that cast, Gizelle knew more than anyone that she was dealing with the sickness of her parents, and you still kept up your fucking attacks. And you didn't give a shit. But my issue is, how the fuck can you do that to somebody? You got to be a treacherous mother to do some shit like that. Did you lose your mother or father? No, you haven't. You have not. And thank God you still have your mom and dad on the earth. But you didn't give a shit. So when Gizelle did that, I was done with Gizelle. I was fucking done. Done. Because that just means you're just evil. That's all that is. Robyn. Robyn has been a follower since she has been on the show. And it's gotten worse. And the reason why Gizelle and Robyn thought that they could go down to the paywall and say, hey, come down here so you can hear this whole scoop or whatever. And then we'll say what we have to say. Because you're dumb. You didn't think about the fact that, I'm on a reality show. And then my problem with Robyn is the fact that Robyn can never fucking own anything. She has an excuse for everything. And to be what do you call it? To be sarcastic about it, I'm going to say this. You have a legitimate excuse for every damn thing. Even when fucking Andy is asking you a question, you have a legitimate excuse. Something don't tell you to shut the fuck up sometimes. Just like when you and Gizelle were on the last Watch What Happens Live, it was obvious that you were sounding like a damn fool. You're sitting up there arguing with Andy, who I believe is one of your bosses at Bravo, and you're fucking arguing about something that we all saw. Girl, I hope you're not that stupid to sit up there and say something to the effect of, oh, well, she didn't need to stand up and stop me. That's not the point. The point is that Andy was trying to make to you, which he brought up in the second part of the reunion. The fact of the matter is that she did stand up and stop you, dingbat. What the fuck? You keep on, oh, well, she didn't have to stand up. What? Shut the fuck up, Robyn. You sound dumb as fuck. And let me just say this to you. Please stop saying, well, that's what the people are missing. The fact that they're missing the fact that I told her that, and the reason why I was saying this is because I was looking out for Wendy's best interest. Who the fuck do you think you talking to? Do you think we're stupid? Your actions fucking contradict what's coming out of your mouth. I'm gonna have to say you are slow. What do people say now? Slow, delayed, and tired, Robyn. You keep saying, oh, when you, with the situation that happened with Wendy, I'm talking about that specifically right now. When you were at that table, you were saying out of your mouth, oh, if you want to fight, then stop. But if you don't want to fight, then you need to stop, Wendy. And then you're telling her that she's antagonizing somebody. You're the main motherfucking instigator at that table. You and Gizelle were actually smiling and laughing. And then you're going to say out of your fucking mouth, you have the audacity to think that we are as dumb as you. To say some shit like, oh, well, I didn't want her to fight on television and lose her job. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't give a fuck. People who give a fuck about other motherfuckers, they're going to say, hey, you know what? Calm down, Wendy. Let's stop. Let's put this to the side. Let's not do this. You didn't do that shit. So you're fucking contradicting yourself. You keep saying people are missing it. We didn't miss shit. Apparently, you're not comprehending what the fuck you're doing. You all obviously don't watch this shit back. Obviously. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. Actually, I do know what's wrong with you, Robyn. You're a fucking narcissist. Only narcissists can do things and then will never, ever fucking take responsibility. No accountability for your actions. Never owns their shit. Always has a fucking excuse. I would hate to be a person who was raised by you, because if you're like that, I would imagine how you deal with your children. If you can't even fucking take responsibility and you're a fucking adult, I can imagine. I can only imagine. You're fucking weak. You are pathetic. You really are. You sat up there arguing with one of your bosses on national television. How dumb. That's just as dumb as what Nene did. Nene still had a job at Bravo, and thought that she was going to continue having a job, being a real a housewife of Atlanta, and you talk shit about your boss, Andy, and then you talk shit about Bravo, and then you want your job back. Now, I just heard recently she just won this lawsuit that she had against NBC. But the point is, your ass can't never come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You burnt that bridge. And it would seem to me that Robyn, you would get some fucking sense and not fucking argue with your boss, especially about something that we all fucking saw on national television. It is not the fact that, oh, well, she didn't need to. That was not the fucking point. The point was what you said in the very beginning when you were on the show. And if you don't remember, because obviously you don't, you were on the show and you said on the show, on the Real Housewives of Potomac, when you were having this argument, I guess with Wendy, on one of the scenes, you were saying, no, Charisse she didn't stand up. And Wendy said, yes, she did. You then called Charisse and asked Charisse, did you stand up to stop me? That was the fucking question. Follow what the fuck you're saying. Okay, we know what we're watching. You need to comprehend and remember and follow what the fuck you're focusing on. Because the question was not, did she need to? The very first question about this situation to you was, or I guess answer, statement, whatever. Your point was Charisse did not stand up. And Wendy did tell you at that moment, yes, she did. Then you then called Charisse and said, hey, did you stand up and stop me? And then Charisse, I guess she must have forgotten. I don't know if she was lying. I don't know what the fuck. But when you called Charisse then said to you, no, I didn't stand up and stop you. And then you're like, see? What the fuck is wrong? Okay, let me stop saying that because we see what's wrong with you. The problem of what's wrong with you, Robyn, is you're a fucking narcissist. That's how narcissists are. That's what they do. They don't own shit. Okay? You're calling the kettle black and you black yourself. How the fuck are you doing that? You're a fucking hypocrite. You sat up there talking all this time about, the people are missing on part 2's reunion last week. See, what I think what the people are missing is that, see, I said that, she needs to stop fighting because she doesn't want to do this on television. That was not the fucking point. Robyn, you need to follow and focus. No, we didn't miss shit. We saw exactly what happened. And we saw that what was coming out of your mouth was some fucking bullshit. You're sitting up there contradicting yourself, talking about, see, I wanted her to stop. I didn't want her to lose her job. Get the fuck out of here. People who don't want other people to lose their jobs, they go and try to stop the fight. They don't sit on the other side of the table with another person and laugh and smile. You were the main motherfucking instigator. With your phone, I have to get this on so people can't say there are cameras there that it was already taping the show. So we didn't need you to get your phone out to film because there was already cameras there. So that bullshit about, I want to get so nobody can lie. How the fuck we gonna lie and the cameras are there? The fuck out of here. Robyn, you contradict yourself a lot. Follow what the fuck you're saying. If you're going to lie, try to remember your lie. Please. Because you sound fucking stupid. And now on top of that, you are just a terrible human being. You are. You deserve to get exactly what you're getting from Juan Dixon. You do. Wandering, as Rodney the voice says. Wandering Dixon. Yeah. You deserve to get exactly what you're getting just because, you need to reap what you sow because you're a fucking asshole. You are. You're a straight up jerk with how you behave, how you move, and you're a hypocrite. You talking shit about Wendy. You're the instigator. You're the antagonizer. Wendy didn't do shit. You were on the, and then you're going to say last week, well, I can see why Mia felt. Get the fuck out of here. You're a hypocrite, and that's what you've been. And that's how you and Gizelle have always operated. You all are monsters. Bravo created monsters, just like they created Nene, and they never checked her. Same thing with you and Gizelle and Ashley. The reason why you all behave the way you do is because they never fucking checked you. That's the problem. And people who don't get checked, they feel that they can do whatever the hell they want to do. Untouchable. They created you all as the Frankensteins as you are. You, Robyn, you, Gizelle, and Ashley. You all lie at the drop of a dime, just like how you did with Wendy. And then you want to sit up there and have a fucking attitude with Wendy this season when you all were the motherfuckers that started all the bullshit last year. You. And then you're mad at Wendy because Wendy simply reacted. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all are some, ooh, I'm going to tell you like this. And I do mean this. If they don't have any repercussions or consequences for Robyn, Gizelle, Ashley, I am fucking done with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Because how is it that you're going to reward people for doing fucked up shit? Gizelle got her ass on national television with this bullshit accusing Chris. But then she says it was nothing. But then she says it's something in the next sentence. What the fuck? Make up your fucking mind. And the problem with that is, how is it that a person gets to stay on a show after they do some fucked up bullshit like that to somebody? Just like Phaedra got fired for lying, and it was a big lie. And I'm going to say, with that being said, let me finish with the Housewives of Atlanta talking about Phaedra. Along with Phaedra, Portia should have been fired as well. All that fake ass crying that she was doing. Oh, you told me. I thought it. No, she should have been also. She should also had consequences to her actions because she became a Frankenstein in her own right. Anytime Bravo allows a person to put hands on 3 different people, that would be Portia. How the fuck kind of company, what kind of company are you running? Portia shouldn't have been able to put her hands on one person and still stay. After she attacked Kenya, she should have been kicked off the show. Nobody should put hands on another person unless they are defending themselves. The person who initiates a fight or a physical altercation, just like Monique, they should be gone. And Portia became the person that she was because of Bravo allowing her to act the way she acted this whole time that she was on the show. And the only reason why she was basically, I guess, kicked off of Real Housewives of Potomac was the situation with Dennis's mother. That chick put her hands on Kenya. Then she put her hands on Cynthia. Then she put her hands on her assistant. Then she put her hands, or attempted to put her hands on Dennis's mother. And that's the only reason why she's off of the show. She should have been gone. The bullshit that happened with Phaedra, she should have been gone. Anytime you tell a lie like that can harm people, S-A or the R-A-P, you know, the rest, letters of that word, anytime anything like that happens, in both situations where you are accusing someone, especially accusing someone falsely, you should have no platform to be anywhere on TV. Like I said, if they have Robyn's fake ass up here, Robyn lying ass Dixon on this show again after this, if they have Gizelle Satan Bryant on this show again after this, if they have Ashley Forehead Darby on this show after this, I am fucking done. And Ashley, you ain't slick. You trying to jump on the right side of our HOP simply because I guess you're trying to save your job or because you don't have your little safety net, Mr. Crypt Keeper, on your side no more. And it's a shame that they allowed Michael Crypt Keeper Darby to stay on that show with all the bullshit that he did. Sexually assaulting people and all this kind of shit. If they have no fucking consequences for these three terrorists and Mia as well, that little conversation that you had, Andy, with Mia talking about, you asking her little questions and all this stuff. And then it's just, oh, okay. Well, it looked like Wendy didn't do anything. It's awfully funny, Andy, how you have all this energy for Candace and Wendy when they're wrong. And actually, I feel like that was a fucked up thing for you to say I think it was last season when you said, well, don't you see yourself as being the common denominator to Candace? Oh, so her getting beat up by Monique. That's right. You see how, that's fucked up. But then you go easy on Gizelle. You go easy on Robyn. Instead of just calling her ass out, instead of listening to that bullshit talking, see, Andy, let me just say, no, you're wrong, Robyn. That's it. Just like how you do with Candace, just like how you do with Wendy, same thing. It's no different. Same thing. Because you basically like swept it under the rug, the thing with Wendy last year when she had the documentation of the calls because she knew that Gizelle was going to lie. And you kind of then we heard that Gizelle broke down, I guess it was last season with Holy Whore, or 2 seasons ago with Monique. She broke down, but you all cut that. You see how you do, Bravo and Andy? You see? So I'm just saying, the same fucking energy that you have with Candace, and it's obvious, we see, you don't particularly like Candace. So the same fucking energy that you have for Candace should be the same energy that you have for Gizelle and Robyn with their bullshit. I didn't hear you saying not one time, and you brought it up again on the second reunion last week, the part 2 reunion of last week of RHOP to Robyn. We've gone back and forth. Why the fuck are you going back and forth with a person who is the employee of Bravo? How are you going back with a person when it's on TV? We all saw how Charisse got up and stopped Robyn. And then she wants to change it. And so, no, really what it's about was she didn't need to. Why didn't you jump in and just say, Andy, why didn't you just say, Robyn, you know fucking well it's not about that. It's not about the fact that did she need to. It's about the fact that of the original question or the original statement, did she stand up and stop you? And the answer is yes. So stop fucking arguing with me about something that we all saw. Stop. I didn't hear you telling Robyn shit. The show is toxic. It's not fun anymore because you all have allowed 3 people, Gizelle, Robyn, and Ashley, to sit up on this show and fucking lie. And we hear that, I guess, Gizelle was a ghost producer. That's the reason why her ass is so fucking crazy. That's the reason why she thinks she can do and say whatever she wants to do. And you ask her the question, Gizelle, people feel that, you want to know about everybody else's business, but you don't want to say anything about yours. Exactly. And then you let Gizelle off the hook with that. No, Andy, I'm not. And then you didn't say anything. I didn't hear you say shit. Like you do to Candace and Wendy. I ain't hear, especially Candace. But like I said, and I'll say it again, I am fucking done with RHOP. If nothing happens after this, I'm done. done watching it. I will not be watching. I will not. I am not going to support some bullshit. I'm not going to support bad behavior. I'm not going to sit up here and watch and reward, because that's basically what we would be doing if we continue to watch and if they did nothing to Gizelle, Ashley, and Robyn. If we continue to watch after this and nothing happens, we're the dummies. Because what's going to happen? Ain't shit going to change if we continue to watch and there are no repercussions for those terrorists that are on the show. They're the main terrorists. They're the main liars and have been liars. They're the main hypocrites on the show. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now it's 4:27 p.m. Sunday, March 5th. So we will see what's going to happen in the next 2 hours and a half at 7 o'clock p.m. So hopefully they did what they were supposed to do. If not, nothing to say. Y'all have a good day. Happy Sunday, y'all.